6 Facts from Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and Riley Keough. 1. Lisa Marie expresses that from a very young age, she always felt like her mother didn't want her. As a matter of fact, she also states that her mother kind of saw her as an inconvenience. Lisa kind of justifies it, saying that her mother felt the pressure from other women throwing themselves at her father, but ultimately throughout her life, she still felt like she was just a burden to her mother. 2. Lisa Marie describes as a child knowing instinctively that something tragic was going to happen to her father, Elvis Presley, and even writing a poem saying, "I hope my daddy doesn't," and also would tell her father, "Daddy, please don't go anywhere, please don't." And her father would reply, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere." 3. Her mother had a longtime boyfriend who was an actor named Michael Edwards, and he would do inappropriate stuff to Lisa, and her mother's solution was to ask him to apologize to Lisa, and Lisa would unfortunately feel bad for him. According to Michael Edwards, this is the way they taught children in Europe. Lisa was between 11 to 13 years old at that time. Number 4, for those of you who might be curious, Lisa and Michael Jackson actually started getting physical before getting married. Lisa says that Michael was not waiting for marriage to do so, and that he would actually initiate things, the physical and kissing and all of that. 5, Lisa also states that her time with Michael Jackson was the happiest she ever had been, and that she'd never been happy again since. 6. Lisa describes herself as a very melancholy person, constantly sad, but Riley Keough, her daughter, also adds on that she was very insecure. She didn't really understand why anybody would want to hear her story, because people would simply associate her with being the daughter of Elvis Presley. Every time she tried to get her art out, people were more interested in relating it to her father than actually seeing her for who she was and what she could do, what she could bring to the table. Hence, she felt insignificant, unimportant, and silly sharing her story. And for that reason, Riley Keough, her daughter, helps her out. All in all, this is a great book about a woman with very singular experiences, and what I really like about this book is that she seems to be very honest and very raw. Something about Lisa is that people will always describe her as a very raw human being, and we could definitely see that in this book. This is a book that feels very honest, and it will make you laugh and cry, but most of all, it makes you really wanting to give her a hug.